rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall soft upon your track. And until we meet again, may God hold you safely in the palm of his hands. May the hills come down to greet you. May the rocks give shelter in the storm. May the dust be soft beneath your feet, and the dark give rest before the dawn. And until we meet again, may God hold you safely in the palm of his hands. 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 Safely in the palm of his hands. Have many memories. May your death be sweet and full of peace. May your hope last an eternity, and your joy carry on and never cease. And until we meet again, may God hold you safely in the palm of his hands. And until we meet again, may God hold you safely in the palm of his hands. Let's sing it. In the palm of his hand. In the palm of his hand. In the palm of his hand. Safely in the palm of his hand. Go again. In the palm of his hand. In the palm of his hand. In the palm of his hand. Safely in the palm of his hand.
To hear your voice, to see you smile, to sit and talk to you a while, to be together the same old way, that would be our greatest wish today. To hear you laugh, to hear you cry, or just a chance to say goodbye, to say the things we didn't say, that would be our greatest wish today. But all we can do is throw a flower on the water, look for the sun through the rain, lay a little frangipani gentle on the water, remember how we loved you. To comb your hair, to lace your shoes, buy some flowers, let you choose, a phone call when you're away, just to see if you're okay. To hear your voice, to see you smile, to sit and talk to you a while, to be together the same old way, that would be our greatest wish today. But all we can do is throw a flower on the water, look for the sun through the rain, Lay a little frangipani gentle on the water. Remember how we loved you. Remember how we loved you. All we can do is throw a flower on the water. Look for the sun through the rain. Lay a little frangipani gentle on the water. Remember how we loved you. Remember how we loved you. And all we can do is throw a flower. Remember how we loved you. Look for the sun through the rain. Remember how we loved you. And all we can.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old and older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. All my memories, they gather round her. Minus lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. I hear her voice in the morning hour, she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday, yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Down country roads, take me home. Down country roads.
Come, dry your tears and smile again. I'm only a whisper away, near in the dusk of the evening, just out of sight in the day, watching you waking and sleeping, hearing each prayer that you pray, sending my love to surround you. I'm only a whisper away. Come, dry your tears and smile again. Remember the good times we've known. Cherish the joy we discovered and the love that was planted and grown. Your road may seem lonely ahead and distant horizons look grey, but you won't be walking alone, my loves, as I'm only a whisper away. Beautiful words written by an anonymous writer. Words that encourage you to think of Judy when times get tough, to remember with joy the love you had for her, to always keep her memory alive, and to always remember that she is only a whisper away. Dale, Shane, Cherie and Alana, we've come together this afternoon to commemorate and honour the life of your beautiful wife and mother, the loving matriarch of your family, Judith Lynette Cramer, Judy, as she was known to you all. A beautiful woman who was so much to so many. My name is Denise Wotherspoon, and along with Peter and the staff of Parkside Funerals, I am honoured to be leading this celebration of Judy's life. And I can add the family are so grateful that all of you could be here with them this afternoon. I also welcome the many people who are viewing our service online as they were unable to be with us in the chapel. And also thank you to all of you who have travelled some distance today. So now we celebrate Judy's life and say goodbye to her in a loving and meaningful way. You are all here today because you have one important thing in common. Your lives have been touched by the incredibly good fortune of having had Judy as a wife, a mother-in-law, maybe a nan, a great nan, a sister, or as a friend. She was so incredibly special to you all, and I know she will never be forgotten. Our time today is an opportunity to share memories of the life and personality that was Judy. Vibrant, warm, friendly, loyal and loving, caring and kind, beautiful inside and out, and totally devoted to you all. A little pocket rocket, there was nothing that Judy could not do. She would have a go at anything and everything, and most often with great success. Following her interment in the Burney Lawn Cemetery, our chapel is yours, and we encourage you to stay and to share light refreshments together and share your stories and support one another. It is inevitable that you feel sadness today, but it's also really important to remember the good times and know that grief is a natural emotion when we lose someone we love. You don't get over your grief by forgetting. You get through your grief by remembering. Grief is the final act of love that we can offer to those who have touched our hearts so deeply. It is the silent tribute, the unspoken testament to the bond we shared. In every tear shed, in every ache felt, there is love, raw, unfiltered, and enduring. Grief is not just sorrow, it is the echo of devotion, a reflection of how profoundly someone mattered. It is the weight of love with nowhere to go, a reminder that even in absence, their presence remains woven into the very fabric of who we are. The only cure for grief is to grieve. You, her family, meant the world to her, and she was totally devoted to you, as I said before. Grateful for everything she had and everything you did. Her loving and generous nature endeared her to so many people. She truly loved people, and people loved her. Judy had a strength that belied her small stature. Totally selfless, she would be the first one there to help if there was any help was needed, doing anything for anyone, expecting nothing in return. Born in Wynyard on the 1st of October 1945, Judith Lynette Cramer was the first of two daughters born to Ron and Gertie Crane. Along with her sister Marlene, Judy had a rather nomadic childhood as their father chased the elusive dream of striking it big, prospecting around the northwest coast in the streams and valleys of Highclere and Upper Natone. Moving often, Judy and Marlene were never in one school for very long, which suited Judy because she really didn't like the stuffy classrooms and regimented curriculum of the day, much preferring to be outside and being allowed to follow her own creative endeavours. Judy had a lifelong love of music. This was a Crane family passion, passed down particularly from Father Ron to Judy and Marlene. The Crane sisters were a talented duo, both instrumentally and vocally, and we'll hear some of that later. Judy was talented on both the guitar and the auto harp. During her teenage years, she and Marlene performed in travelling country music shows in Tasmania, along with the likes of Slim Dusty, Anne Kirkpatrick and Chad Morgan, to name a few. They were also featured on the radio station 7BU and appeared on television and Tasmanian New Faces talent show. Leaving school in her early teens, she took a job at the paper mill in Burnie, first in the guillotine room and then in the sorting room. During this time, she met a handsome young man, unbeknown to her at the time, who was absolutely smitten by her, Dale Cramer, who would wait for her to drive past Max Shepherd's shop in Somerset on her way home from work, just to catch a glimpse of her. He finally got up the courage to ask her on a date, and so it began. A 6-year courtship before he plucked up the courage to ask her father Ron for her hand in marriage. With a positive response, Dale and Judy married in St Bridget's Catholic Church in Wynyard on the 10th of February 1968. They were married by Father Shelverton, the same priest who had married Ron and Gertie. Renting in Somerset while their Arthur Street home was being built, Judy and Dale welcomed 3 beautiful children in the next 5 years, Shane, Cherie and Alana, and their family was complete. Life was wonderful. Dale adored his wife and worked hard as a diesel fitter at the Emu Bay Railway to support his wife and family. And Judy adored Dale and lovingly raised the children and kept a beautiful home. Devoted to the children, she was always there for them, driving them to and from school every day, volunteering in the school canteen and involving herself in activities at Little Athletics. In the late 70s, happy family times were spent at the shack they built in Cramp Bay at the Great Lakes. With the fishing boat at the ready, every holiday was spent up there fishing and relaxing. Extended family would arrive, the more the merrier, and fantastic memories were made. Judy had no qualms about taking the children to the lakes without Dale. She and Marlene would head up with the kids and have a fantastic time. Jaffles galore, as it was known, holds memories that will be cherished forever. In the mid-80s, a move was made to a home in Raglan Street. One of Judy's passions was working in the garden, and she soon set about making stone walls for the veggie garden and planting a fine array of fruits, veggies and flowers. Dale came home and was amazed to see the stone wall she had made and asked her how she knew what to do. She just knew and quite pointedly said, "Mix it 4 parts to 1. She had learnt so much from what she read or saw on telly. She simply had a natural ability, and there was absolutely nothing she wouldn't have a go at, be it bogging up rusty cars, spray painting, and she had a go at a huge variety of arts and crafts. Self-taught in most things, once she mastered it, she would challenge herself with something new, and Dale and the kids would be fascinated once more. Over the 17 years in Raglan Street, Judy created a beautiful haven, the scent of roses and liliums pervading the garden, and a variety of fruits being preserved for a later date. A wonderful cook, nothing was ever wasted, and no one ever went hungry. In fact, the more people around the table to feed, the more joy Judy got from her efforts. During this time, the grandchildren started arriving, and Judy doted and adored her 7 grandchildren and in turn her great-grandchildren. Christmas was a special time for her, and she loved to be surrounded by family. There was a lot of effort put into making Christmas special for everyone, but especially for the grandchildren, with decorations, lights on the house and garden, and special treats in abundance. A couple more moves occurred before settling into the beautiful home in Hale Street, Wynyard, Mills Road and West Morville Road. And again, Judy set to work creating a paradise in the garden and a sanctuary in the home. The fishing venue also changed, selling the shack at the lakes and buying one at Tulla. Again, beautiful memories were made as Judy continued to be the trout whisperer, always catching more than anyone else. Again, she was just a natural. Not only did she catch them, she filleted them and cooked them to perfection. Never one to be idle, she enjoyed midweek housewives' badminton, small ball rifle shooting, leatherwork, latch hooking, music, playing the auto harp and guitar, and breeding and showing corgis. There was always at least one corgi in the home, up until the last 5 years. Always an animal lover, her artistic skills were put to use in the aviary, where she painted a marvellous mural on the back wall so the birds felt that they were in a forest. Much of her diverse talent was self-taught, as I said earlier, but she had also learnt a lot from her mother, her baking skills and her joy of traditions. Learning from her mother, she taught her girls, and they in turn will teach theirs. Birthday cakes made for them are now being made for the grandchildren. The Christmas biscuits and the sausage rolls will be fondly remembered and recipes revived every year into the future. In 2013, a diagnosis of lung cancer rocked the family. But Judy, in her inimitable way, was determined it would not beat her, and she faced the challenge head-on. Without complaint, she stoically accepted the radiation treatment and fought hard to be cancer-free by 2015. Her health remained reasonably good for the next 5 years, but issues caused by the radiation treatment meant that life changed drastically in 2020 when the decision was made for her to move into Umina Park. For a woman who had been so active and creative, not being able to do what she had always done was so frustrating, and she lost interest in a myriad of hobbies she once had. Never complaining, though, she made the most of everything she had, gaining happiness from the happiness of others. Family did not just mean blood relatives. She simply loved everyone, and everyone loved her. And she is going to be greatly missed. In conclusion, a short poem that I hope in some way gives you comfort. A limb has fallen from the family tree. I keep hearing a voice that says, "Grieve not for me. Remember the best times, the laughter, the song, the good life I lived while I was strong. Continue my heritage, I'm counting on you. Keep smiling, and surely the sun will shine through. My mind is at ease, my soul is at rest, remembering all how I was truly blessed. Continue traditions, no matter how small. Go on with your life, don't worry if you fall. I'll miss you all dearly, so keep up your chin until the day comes when we're together again." Such beautiful words. I have no doubt that you can hear Judy saying them. Photographs are a beautiful way of sharing aspects of someone's life, and this afternoon we are going to see some that will show us things about Judy that we've just heard about. Two beautiful songs recorded by the Crane sisters, Judy and Marlene, "Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain" and "Under Your Spell Again" have been chosen to accompany these.
As we kiss goodbye apart. You've got me under your spell again, saying those things again, making me believe that you're just mine. You've got me dreaming those dreams again, seeing those things again. I've got to take you back just one more time. Well, I vowed the last time that you let me down that I wouldn't see you if you came around. But I can't tell my heart what's right or wrong. And I've been so lonesome since you've been gone. You've got me under your spell again, saying those things again, making me believe that you're just mine. You've got me dreaming those dreams again, thinking those things again. I've got to take you back just one more time. Well, everybody tells me that I'm a fool, that I never should have put my faith in you. But I can't tell my heart what's right or wrong. And I've been so lonely since you've been gone. You've got me under your spell again, saying those things again, making me believe that you're just mine. You've got me dreaming those dreams again, seeing those things again. I've got to take you back just one more time. Oh yes, I've got to take you back just one more time. Thank you very much.
What absolutely beautiful memories, and how wonderful that you've got her voice to surround you forever. So lovely. There are some tributes this afternoon from family members, and the first one I'm very honoured to present. It's from daughter Alana. Alana has written, "Dad, Shane, Cherie, I am so sorry that I cannot be there today to help farewell our beautiful mum and give her the send-off she truly deserves. We are raising a glass, watching the live stream as a family, and sending all our love and hugs to you today. What a beautiful lady that we had the utmost privilege to be able to call our mum. A childhood growing up, maybe not having the most expensive clothes or toys, but knowing that we were truly loved and given all the attention and time that any parents could give. Family adventures and life experiences, just things that money could not buy. Reflecting this last week and looking through all the wonderful photographs, Remembering all the good times, it is difficult to pick my favourites. Mum's most favourite time of year would have to have been Christmas, where all the family would come together to celebrate and catch up. The lead up beginning a couple of weeks out with Christmas cooking, making dozens of fancy biscuits. Containers overflowing with beautiful homemade creations that everyone enjoyed, and just hoping that there was enough to last until Christmas Day. Then, of course, Christmas Eve, the preparations would begin with the table being fully decked out for however many we were expecting. I can recall one year it was very close to 30 around the table, and you couldn't wipe the grin off Mum's face. Christmas morning, the apron would be donned along with the Christmas earrings, and the kitchen would be abuzz. The menu had every kind of meat you could possibly want, the tray in the oven often nearly as big as Mum. Then we won't even start to list the offerings for desserts. Needless to say, leftovers would keep us going until well after the New Year's Day Sports Carnival picnic. Another favourite memory were the op-shop outings, the shopping sprees, where most trips ended in another pair of shoes for Mum, putting Imelda to shame. I can remember when Mum and Dad moved into their current house in Wynyard, and the wardrobe held over 40 pairs of shoes for Mum, some of which had barely been worn. She sure did love her shoes, and I know a couple of her granddaughters that might have inherited this gene also. Mum was always putting others before herself, and nothing was ever any trouble, no matter the time of the day. Spare time was always spent looking after grandparents, doing maintenance jobs around the shack or at kids' sports with us. But she would never have had it any other way. Mum, you and Dad started a family, and all of us 3 kids were all treated the same. We were shown how to have compassion for others, no matter what their story. Love was all around us. Our home was always open to others, and kindness and the gift of giving to others and lending a helping hand gave you greater satisfaction than any fancy gifts could ever give. This legacy we promise to instill in your grandchildren and great-grandchildren, as the world will be a far better place because of it. This last week of reminiscing and the wonderful memories of a beautiful childhood, and hearing the stories of those lives that you have touched along the way, will stay with me forever. At the time, you do not appreciate it, but upon reflection as an adult, you realise what a wonderful upbringing you were blessed with. Lastly, to those staff of Umena Park, you all know who you are. The greatest appreciation for the care and love shown to Mum, of whom you treated like your own. The love and warmth shown to not only Mum, but to us all, the last couple of weeks especially, will be remembered and cherished forever. Dad, what can I say? Your love and unwavering dedication to Mum throughout your 63 years together, I know firsthand that you were her one and only true love, and she would not have wanted anything more. She will be watching over all of us now, guiding us through life's challenges, as she always has. Goodbye, Mum. I love you with all my heart and always will. Tight lines and happy fishing. Alana. Granddaughters are very special in any nan's life, and Tegan has compiled a set of memories that she is going to share with us, and granddaughter Caitlin has written a poem, and I invite them both to come forward now.
Our parents give us life. Our grandparents give us a sense of who we are and where we came from. To our beautiful Nan, we thank you for all the wonderful memories and moments we got to spend with you. We will always hold them and cherish them dearly, and they will always remind us of you. You showed us and taught us so many things, and we are so thankful for you for being such a profound part of our lives, and the memories spent together will be cherished forever. While our hearts are heavy, we also want to remember the joy you brought into all of our lives. Here are just some of the special memories that most of us share, just to name a few. Pop often told us that Nan was Mrs. Right. Little did he know her first name was Always. Well, us grandkids sure figured that out when she'd warn us that the Christmas Eve cookies fresh out of the oven would be hot. Spending time with us all, Nan, she would always give us her undivided attention. She taught us how to draw, paint, garden and cook. Alyssa fondly remembers accidentally pulling out a flower shrub instead of a weed. She got a very good talking to after on what was a shrub and what was actually a weed. Nan taught us how to cook and flip pikelets. She would let us lick clean the beaters and the bowl. We were only allowed to flip the pikelets once they had the perfect amount of bubbles on top. She loved spoiling us with her homemade treats. There are fond memories of op shopping with Nan. Nan taught us how to find the good cutlery and all the bargains. Nan singing Slim Dusty songs and her beautiful singing voice. She had a love for country music and sharing it with us all. We can remember Nan playing the guitar and her auto harp. At Nan and Pop's shack at the Great Lakes, there were many vivid memories. Of a morning, Pop would be downstairs cooking toast on the open fire, whilst Nan would be making the best hot Milos for us kids. We all found the shack's steep staircase and the long drop toilet were very scary. Nan always made sure we navigated both of these obstacles safely. Some of us also remember falling into Nan and Pop's fish pond at Raglan Street. Nan was always there to comfort us with a towel and a warm hug. We can remember playing Yahtzee and marbles with Nan. She would give us all her winning strategies. That amazing trip that many of us shared to the Gold Coast and Cairns with Nan and Pop. We swam with dolphins and went to the crocodile farm. We remember we went toad racing in Cairns and Alana pulled the short straw to begin the race. We still remember Nan's laugh watching Alana squirm at having to touch pigeon toad. Nan ended up red in the face from laughing so hard. All the trips down to Tulla to Nan and Pop's shack were always enjoyable. Nan loved fishing and we can all remember going out for hours on end in the boat with her and Pop. Nan would sit up the front, hand out the snacks and assist us when we needed help. We would all yell and scream, "Bite your bastards, bite," even though there were times we didn't get a bite at all. But either way, it was still so much fun just being with our Nan. Nan would always support us kids in our sports and she would always come and watch us whenever she could. Nan and Pop's Wolseley. We spent a lot of time in that car when they would take it to their car shows and meetups. Memories of taking us to our leavers dinners and also sitting in the back seat scared because it had no seatbelts. Christmas at Nan and Pop's with all the family there. Nan loved having us all together and every year we would be spoilt with gifts. Nan would cook her cheesy potato bake and we would all go back for seconds. Nan meeting her great-grandchildren and being known to them as their great Nanny Jude. Nan taught us that family was everything. We have always admired the love that Nan and Pop have. It is the most honest and pure sense of love that we have ever seen. And we're just so glad that we were blessed enough to witness it. Nan, we promise to look after Pop, Shane, Cherie and Alana just as you would want us to. You were a truly loving and caring person with a warm smile and a listening ear. You always had a special way of making us feel loved and have shaped us into the adults we are today. We will always love you and have saved a special corner in our hearts to keep you with us. Rest in peace, Nan. We love you and we miss you. Love, your grandchildren.
Dear Nan, of all the special gifts in life, however great or small, to have you as a Nan was the greatest gift of all. Your laughter, wisdom and gentle embrace will live in our hearts where no time can erase. Thank you for the years that we shared, for the comfort, the love and for how you cared. No words can capture the warmth of your smile. In our hearts, Nan, you will be there for a long while. With all of my heart, Caitlin.
Well done, girls. Such a very, very special bond between grandchildren and grandparents. When we lose someone we love, life still goes on. So it is important to think about the things that you are glad about, and we know that there are many, as these are what will keep you going and in time will bring the smiles back. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please bow your head and join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Judy left this world on Monday, the 14th of April. The family would like to sincerely thank the amazing staff of Umina Park, in particular those at the court. Their love and care, not just for Judy, as Alana said, but for the whole family, was exceptional, and their kindness will never be forgotten. Although Judy is no longer with us, her spirit and her living made a difference and will continue to do so as long as each of you remember her in your hearts and carry the lessons of her life with you. You now are the ambassadors and the representatives of Judy's legacy. She gave you wonderful gifts of kindness, graciousness, strength, acceptance, and love. She showed you how to live with a strong and positive heart and how to be thankful for everything you have. Cherish that always. So now Judy will take her final journey to the Burney Lawn Cemetery, where she will be laid to rest. Please feel free to be part of this journey or to remain here and await the family's return. Would you all please stand if you are able?
To come this far, down through the years, to where we are, side by side, hand in hand, we've lived and died for this great land. We've done us proud. I sailed the sea in search of freedom. I tilled the soil seed to grow. I built the fences to hold the cattle. I mined the earth in search of gold. I sheared the sheep of golden fleeces. I formed a union to win fair pay. I built a railroad to cross the country. I fought a war for my country's sake. We've done us proud to come this far, down through the years to where we are, side by side, hand in hand. We've lived and died for this great land. We've done us proud. I kept a home and raised a family. I taught your children as if my own. I painted pictures to show the beauty. I wrote the stories to keep the flame. We've done us proud to come this far, down through the years to where we are, side by side, hand in hand. We've lived and died for this great land. We've done us proud. We've done us proud. I worked the factories. I worked the land. I built the houses. I made the plans. Side by side. I drive the highway. Hand in hand. I right the wrong. We've lived and died. I reach for glory. For this great land. I sing the songs. We've done us proud to come this far. 200 years to where we are, side by side, hand in hand. We've lived and died for this great land. We've done us proud to come this far, down through the years to where we are, side by side, hand in hand. We've lived and died for this great land. We've done us proud. I sailed the seas in search of freedom. I tilled the soil for seed to grow. I built the fences to hold the cattle. I mined the earth in search of gold. I sheared the sheep of golden fleeces. your children